I thought in the schedule this time is mine. Is that not so? Yes. So who changed it? Without telling me. If I'm not here, you meditate. Is that not so? Yeah. Because I was thinking from 1 to 2, supposed to be, I talk to you, huh? Because they already arranged it like that. And that makes me nervous. I have to get up, put a makeup on, put the clothes on, and for nothing. And then because it's from 1 to 2, I thought you just had your dinner, your lunch, and then you rush here. So I thought I better let you sit for a while, huh? Digest your food, and have a little nut, something like that. Yes. So during my lecture, even if it's boring, you will not, you will not be so impolite, thing like that. But then you change. So you don't want to listen to me anymore, right? So what was the problem? Who decided that? Nobody say anymore. Okay, if I have to trace all of your problem, then I will die. How come we cannot be one together? Just like yesterday when I stand there, and I saw it's too dark and everybody like to see me, so I request the video man to turn on his video light so that you can see me. And even it's better for his picture. The more light, the better the picture. But he kept telling me 5 times that he doesn't need it. And finally I said, I need it. He still don't turn it on. Say, no, they told me I don't need it. They, I mean his boss, the other video team members, have told him that he doesn't need it. He would not need it when he stayed there, because you are bright, yeah? But when he changed to another angle, I was very standing in the dark corner. I want you to see better of me, I don't care about the picture, really. But he must let me know that I don't know anything about video. He doesn't need the light, so why should I tell him to turn it on, Even if he doesn't need it, if I ask him to turn it on, after the 3rd time, he should just do it. So that's a perfect example of the ego. And after my beautiful lecture about ego, nothing changed. And when I came back to my place, I told Mr. Koo, one of the person here, that it's late now and the people who are working at my house must be tired to pour out the house. So do it in the morning. But the morning, nothing done. So I asked him why. He said, well, we have to ask Master what time in the morning. It's already 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? It's too early. First he said, well, he told them, but they say it's too early. You have to ask Master again whether Master wants it. And then later I say, whoever decide that, tell him to get out of the country. And then later he told me, no, it's him. When I asked further, it's him. I said, you don't tell lie. You tell me who did it. You don't have to cover for anybody. If it's you, then you must go. If it's somebody else, then that person must go. And then he confessed that it's him. He didn't tell anybody anything. Because he have to ask again. I said, you ask until when? I already told you last night that in the morning, do it in the morning. Isn't that good enough? Morning, it means, okay, from 7 to 12. I wouldn't tell him to do it at 4 o'clock in the morning, no? So it is a perfect example of everything. I wanted to tell you today that it may be the last retreat. I really hope it's not so. I really hope it's not so, but I think it is the last one that I can ever hold it for you. Later, you do what you want with your life, with your intelligence, with your wisdom, and with my teaching. I'm not going to waste my time for anybody anymore. I feel very, very, very tired. I hope you understand. If you don't, I thank you all the same. I don't feel any use of teaching you. I don't mind the hard work, the patience, the endurance, the tests that you heap upon me, but I don't feel any use at all. Any time that I ask you to do anything, never done. All these small things, it seems very unimportant to you, but it makes my day a mess. I hope you understand. Do you understand? Because of your mind, sometimes I'm very angry with you, with all of you. I know it's not your fault, but I'm very angry because I cannot be free the way I want to be. I cannot just wear something, cool and without the bra or underwear and just come here. I have to consider who thinks what. And that has nothing to do with my lecture, my love for you, and my wisdom even. Do you understand that? I'm very angry sometimes about this, that I have to spend half an hour extra more to put on the things that I forgot to put on, because I don't used to wear it around a house. But because I have to come out to see you, even one or two person, I have to spend half an hour extra to look for the bra, for example. Such an enlightened things as a bra have to bother me for half an hour. I'm sorry to embarrass you, you young gentlemen, but this is the truth. I think that's the reason why most women cannot be a master openly, because they're so fed up with looking for bras. Yeah, men can just sit there naked, and preach the truth. Rama, Krishna, Yamahana, whatever is this. I saw many of the holy Indian men, they're naked. Or maybe they just wear a slip, a lawn cloth down there, a piece of cloth they cover where. Yeah? To disguise the part, what. So important and very enlightened part that is. And for that, you have to spend a lot of time. You always think that it is very useful for me to teach you this and that and other. But I don't know if it's really useful or not. Tell me what is useful for your life. Who say yes? Just tell me what. How useful can it be? It seems like people don't learn anything. Even just a simple thing, like that guy over there, tell him, please turn on the light. That's it. Isn't that more simple? Even if he doesn't need it, it won't harm him. It won't do damage to my videotape. The more light, the better, the picture. That's why I have to bear all this 1,000 watt. You think I like that? No, it's harm my eyes. Apart from painting, spraying all this chemical oil in the house to make my eyes watering every time I come in the house. I'm still crying in that house every day because the new painting or the oil they paint on it. And when you come in and your nose begin aching and your eyes begin aching and you just cry. Men, women alike. And I don't have anywhere to go. I just have to stick there because I promised the retreat. That's okay with me. But everything like this, every little thing like this, I don't pretend to be a great Buddha to forego everything. I think Jesus' crucifixion was quick. I would rather have that than everyday abuse and suffering mentally for every little thing. And I tell you what, only anything that concerning me will go wrong. Everything else is perfect. That's why you would never understand what I'm talking about. Even, for example, in my house, they make a few rooms. One for me, right? And the other one or two for one living room and the guest room for in case attendant sleep there at night. And these rooms are no problem. Only my room is just terrible. And everything is perfect the way they do here. I don't complain about anything at all, except everything concerning me, then nothing is there. This is a work of the Maya, and you are a very good help for him. I don't think the people who work for me, they work for the devil, for the negative power. Otherwise, how could this be? How could you be so receptive to the contrary of my wish? Anything I wish, I do the opposite. So it must be that the people working for Maya, not for me. Everything I ask, even just small thing, never be done immediately or thoroughly or willingly. Just oppositely. I know the trick that I could ask the opposite and get it done. But I'm preaching the truth. I cannot tell you falsehood. I cannot pretend to say one while I want two. I cannot pretend to tell you to go north while I want you to go south. So I still have to insist on the principle of what I want. It's very easy for you now. You sit there and thinking, oh, it's no big deal. But when I ask you to do something, then that is the time you fail the test, all the time. Just to turn on the light, you saw it yesterday or not? Were you there? Did you understand what's going on? Did you see I asked him 5 times to turn on the light? For your sake, even after I asked him, he still don't do it. Then finally he told me there's no battery. Maybe there is or there is not. It's just that he doesn't want to do it. You know what I mean? After pressing, finally, he just touched here and there and said no battery. I don't think he even checked carefully whether there's battery or not. Just anything will do except to do my wish. Anything, any excuse, just to oppose what I want. For the sake of the public even. Not that it's for me. I was leaving already, but I saw your longing eyes and I thought, okay, what harm would it be if I stay here 1 more minute or 2? You came from so long way and you have to endure a lot of bureaucracy, even here. And humiliation sometimes, even here. I know that. But it's good for you. I don't sympathy with you if you are humiliated. It's good. But I know you endure all this just to see me. Is that not so? And you spend a lot of money and your holidays time to come here and sit on the ground, on the wet stone, just to see me. I know that. And I don't want to, just walk around all the time like this. I'm embarrassed too. I'm shy. Or like as if, I like to show off or something like that. So occasionally, I would ask you to come if you like to see me, because I know you do. Is that not so, or you don't? I don't think anybody is so crazy to spend money and time just to come here for fun, no? Huh? Except you have other motives, like you come here to look for a boyfriend or girlfriend, which that we already filter out. So I believe whoever came here today are truly sincere to yourself. And that's why. And that's the only reason why I asked him to turn on the light for you. Huh? Just consideration. After 5 times, he still argue. For what reason? Do you understand the human mind of him? Well, what could he be thinking? Huh? And this is the first time I ever asked him directly to do something for me. Even as a favor, he would do it. Huh? But it's the first time I ever talked to him. I mean, personally wanted to do him to do something for me. I don't even look at him. No wonder. Huh? Should I look at a guy like this? I'm sorry, I don't want to humiliate you. I just want to tell you a living example. But even if I humiliate him, he deserves it. Obstruct my work. Huh? Obstruct the visions of the people. All the equipment must be equipped with the light, because it's different angle all the time. That's why I cannot move anywhere, you know, because if I move there and they run after me and they don't have light, what is the use? You understand what I mean? What is the use if I run to see you over there and talk to you over there, and they're not equipped with battery for the light? And they can't, shoot me. They can't shoot me over there, because they will tell me no battery. No this, no that, no others. And they have 2 weeks to prepare all this. Huh? Not that in 2 days. 2 weeks at least. And they stay here 2 weeks before you come. Not that I asked them to come from Mel Lee yesterday, overnight flight, tiring, I can't find equipment and things like that. 2 weeks is enough, huh? I tell you what. So you should appreciate every time a video come or audio come, it's a lot of effort, a lot of nerves from my part, and perhaps some from them too as well. Okay. All right. Now you see how difficult it is to be egoless, huh? And I must praise him, you know. He's not ordinary man, huh? He's very intelligent, huh? University student, huh? And have a good life in America. He's not bad, very capable. It's not that he's stupid and intelligent, even good looking. Somebody told me. I have never had a good look at him, but I think it's not bad, no? Well, he hides himself now. Can I have a look at you? I have never looked at him before. Don't bother, I don't ask the 5th time again. So, and he left everything for me, you know, his parents, his sister, brothers, and everything. He left for me, huh? Very dedicated young man. And still like that. How to talk about other people who are more materialistic, you know, who are more entangled in a lowly pursuit of life. How he devote anything, how he can understand me, and how he can become egoless in anything he does. Very extraordinary man already, compared to most of other people, no? Even compared to our disciples. Not many people can live everything like that, you know, in young age, and just to come and devote his life for me, you know, to help me, huh? Not for me, but to help me for you. It's a very, very rare person already. I appreciate that very much. Even rare person as this, as those, you know, of my monks and nuns, yeah? Still so much so hard in the head. This is sometimes, every time I deal with them, it hurts because they're too hard, Like you try to slap a concrete wall or something like that. It will only hurt you and never goes anywhere. And the wall is still there, The wall is still standing there, no harm. Not even a trace of your touch remain on there. So difficult to teach people. Whew. No wonder the world is still so overpopulated, because not many can be liberated. Even if all of you, my so-called disciples, will be liberated, how much percentage compared to the whole world population? You make a calculation. Not even 1%, huh? 1% is very small already, but not even 1%. We don't count. Really, when we compare ourselves to the population of the world, we're not even nowhere, we're nowhere. Not even 0, what? Huh? Is there a good accountant here? Tell me how much percent? 1 people in 1 billion, huh? Or what? Are we near? 1 in billion? Not even 1 in million, huh? Not even, huh? How many billion we have? Trillion, huh? 4 trillion? Nobody knows. Huh? 5 billion. Huh? B or 3? B. I thought the Chinese already. Oh, the Chinese 2 billion, right? And the rest is us. Okay. So we are not come to nowhere even. Not even 1 millionth, right? That's very rare. And the rarer one who comes and follow me, and devote his life to me, and still cannot use. So hard. So hard is the mind. The fetter of the ego, so difficult. So if you think you already reach an egoless state or something like that, well, please think again. Or come and work for me and test yourself whether you would turn the light on for me at request or not. Or you would pull the house down at request or not, or just use your mind to calculate again. Oh, it's too early, it's too late, it's too this, it's too that. The master will not like it. I already told you what I like. So why should you have to sit there and wonder what I like again? Any excuse just to oppose my idea and just to delay my work. I remember Jesus when he was identified by the soldiers, and they asked Peter whether you know this man. And Peter said no. And you should not tell lie, the 10 Commandments. And lie in that matter even. This morning a person lied to me already. He told me other people don't come because they think it's too early, have to ask me once more again. But it was him who didn't tell people to come. Blaming each other, and all the time if I don't check, nothing is the truth don't come out. And I don't like this. And you tell me that I benefit you with my teaching. How? Where? When? What? Is it really beneficial? Which way? Tell me, some of you. How is it? So you have a better family life, right? You don't argue anymore with each other, right? And then what else? And you're a vegetarian, right? And what else? And you earn more money, right? Yes. How great. All this individual benefit, personal gain, Nothing else. If that's all what you look for, you look in the wrong direction. If you think of benefit in terms of family, peace, financial prosperity, then this is too low level. These are nothing. You don't have to learn Kuan method to have family harmony. You don't have to learn Kuan method to gain more fame and profit. Family harmony, animals, they have learned long time ago. You see the way dogs, male and female, they live together. Aren't they not in harmony? Yes or no? Do the male dog ever bite the female dog? No. Or the male cat bite female cat? Or the mother cat bite the children cat? No, she only bites dogs when they come near her children. There was a cat in New York. They put her behind bars because she killed 4 dogs to protect her children. But later on, they set her free. See, dog can go to prison too. But for the sake of protecting her children, not to quarrel within her family. And did you ever hear of the tiger male bite his wife or eat his children however he hungry? No. Never, never, never in history. Even the most fierce animal won't do that. They live in harmony together. They know their duty. They know the manner of being together. So don't tell me that you're proud of your harmonized family, your peaceful friendship, or all this bow. You know what next? The next word, you add it on. I don't want to say it. This is nothing big deal what you achieve, Vegetarian, you know who been eating vegetarian all life already? Cows, rabbit, buffalo, horse, donkey, monkeys. We are nowhere better than them. You have to wait until I teach you the benefit and the loving side of vegetarian in order to be vegetarian, and still bargaining and complaining. And occasionally, deliberately mistaken cakes with eggs or whatever not. And harmony in the family. Phew. And more money and more fame and more position, what? That everybody in the world do it already. You don't have to use wisdom to do it. Intelligence, education, endurance, luck, and know where to find job, and then you get it. Just be more alert on the lookout, and then you get all the good job you want. You earn all the money you want. There are many books in the market now. How to earn more money, how to be a millionaire in 5 months, how to what? How to be successful in the public. I read this when I was 9, 10 years old already. I read it from my father's library, yes. So there's nothing really important about what you have achieved through the Kuan method. Don't delude yourself. If you have achieved a less ego state, that is the best achievement. More loving kindness, more quick reaction to the request of other people and to the request of the master, then you should think you have progressed. Otherwise, it's nothing. You just think in terms of personal gain and benefit. It's nothing better than the people in the world out there. You are even worse because you know better, but you act deliberately in a low level. Just pray for your health, your wealth, your health, your wealth, and your father's, your mother's health, and your family members, and your marriage, and your what? What is better between you and other people outside? Other people outside are even more ignorant. They don't know, nobody teach them. So it's okay if they wish for wealth and health and all this personal profit alone. But if we as practitioners contact with God every day and don't use a higher, noble power for a better ideal, for a nobler goal in life, then it's a shame. The best prayer in the Bible teach you is the same thing. Huh? Oh God, give us daily bread. Huh? That's the first prayer ever uttered by mankind, and one of the most powerful religion on earth. Always a give me. That's the most, the bestseller book in the world, the Bible. And the best prayer that you are taught to do every day is give us our daily bread. And anything else come later. No bread, no faith. Come on. Ah, gosh. I wonder what I'm doing here with you. And I wonder why I can love you anytime from my heart, even though we don't even speak to each other or don't do anything physical to each other and don't even talk personally sometimes. In my heart, I wonder how I can love you. Even if I don't like you, I still love you. I wonder what it is. What's all this crazy thing? And I wonder how you still love me despite your ego. That's just another thing too. It's also a wonder. Really a great magical power or something like that. And it is a wonder that I feel your love too. Yeah. Not from all, but a lot of people. So perhaps it's like a bad marriage, huh? You can't leave each other because of karma. Perhaps I have karma with you. Yeah, after initiation we have 3-generation karma. Okay, I was going to tell you the story, but by the way, there's so many things to talk about. Always the same thing. Yesterday I was very touched that you reminded me of my birthday. Yeah, I forgot all about it because we didn't celebrate for many years now. I don't feel like celebrating while the world is still in suffering like this. But yesterday was good, spontaneous. No cakes, no candles, but it's okay. I don't feel like celebrating because what good is my birth? What have I done anyhow to feel happy about my birthday? And what What has my birth to bring anything to the world that makes me celebrate it? And what has the world bring to me during all these years to make me so happy that I would be grateful for my birthday? Nothing. Both questions are zero. And when I look upon myself and my life, I don't think I should celebrate my birthday at all. Even without, considering the suffering in the world that makes me feel put off for any celebration, I still feel it's not worth it. I don't think any birth in this world is so worthwhile. I don't care what you said about who achieves what in this world and which great person has come and go. The world is still like this. Still fighting with each other and killing each other like animals. Still working with the devil, not with God. Even in the God's assembly. Anytime I touch a human being through contact or through work or whatever, wow, they just like slap me back immediately and drained whatever love I have for them. Maybe it is better that we don't have so many working personage. It's better that I just work alone and very distant from all of you. Then perhaps we will not feel so bad. Huh? Then I will still have an illusion that you are good. You have benefited from my teaching. You have become egoless, more loving, etc., etc. Then probably I don't feel so discouraged. But then it will be difficult, huh? Because we will not have microphone, light, video tape, audio tapes, nothing. And I don't have to do any charity works. I don't have to design clothes and advertise it on my body and things like that. Then perhaps it will not be so bad, huh? Well, I don't know. Will that be good? Huh? In the Shikamoni Buddha's time and Jesus' time, they don't have it. They don't have video and all that. I don't really know anymore because we are already doing this. And if we stop now, does it look good? It feels good? Huh? No? Why? Not used to it, huh? Is that right? Huh? Not used to it or what? Who say no? Please say something else. What is that, honey? Video is better for the world? Or my style is better for the world? I have to spread the teaching. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But so much suffering for me. I must confess I'm a very selfish, egoistic person. I think of myself sometimes. Okay. I agree with you. Because video was very good. For many people who cannot even come to see me in person, this is the second best. They can even look in the eyes, and they can look at the person, and they can know what the master looks like, and they feel more individualized in the teaching. Otherwise, everybody would read the Buddhist sutra or the Bibles and become enlightened, or keep the precepts, or be vegetarian automatically even. Not all of them do that, huh? Because individual teaching is always beneficial. For example, even though we don't see the theater, we don't go to see theater performance, and we cannot see all the actors and actresses in person, but their movies, their videotapes are satisfying to us already. Is that not so? Okay. Okay, then it's good, honey. You know what? From today, I just lock myself in the studio. Anytime I want to speak something, I just speak in the video. Then also okay. What do you think? What do you mean no? The way the actress and actors do it. Huh? You don't like to see all their films? Yeah, you would not. You would rather see them in person? Yes? Then why don't you ask them to do it? But you never go to Cannes to see them when they are in a public appearance. Have anybody went to Cannes or Hollywood to try to see them? No. See? How come? You don't love them. Oh God. Any excuse. I understand this, but I still feel sometimes too much. Perhaps I should be more patient, huh? All right. If you can pray so much, and if your prayers are so effective, please pray for me so I can endure better in the future. I can do my job more, and I can just ignore all the headaches, which is put in front of my nose. But I must confess to you, it's very difficult to ignore a house with all the doors open right in front of your door. And that means practically I cannot use my living room because it's right there. You know, all the doors open to my door. Just like this, 45 degrees. And it's about 5 meters away. Can you believe that? And we are not in New York City, you know. And even in New York City, people build houses, separately, don't face each other 5 meters like this. It's separated by a big road, huh? And besides, the people oppositely don't know each other. So they don't pay attention to each other that much, and they don't give the pressure individually. But me, all my so-called bodyguard or god body, whatever, they have nothing else to do except sit there 24 hours gazing at my door and waiting for the moment that I come out. Can you imagine the amount of pressure? And especially they can see my door. So even if they don't want it, they will glance at it every 5 minutes, psychologically speaking. And they're waiting, why is she not come out yet? Or just to see what she's doing in her living room. Even if the black glass, you can see it when the light turn on. And nighttime is a time when I come home and sit there, eat something or drink some tea or something, or just sit there, read books. They put me on full display to the people that love to cling to me most and see me most and pay the most attention to me 24 hours a day. How I live? How can I live? Can you imagine this situation or not? Honestly, can you? For example, here's my living room, okay? Open like this. And this is your house. Now, always like this. Every day, 24 hours. And I see them every time of the day. You understand or not? That is how they want me to feel immediately. Even if the people don't live there, I still feel the pressure because I don't see the view. They just block it in the big and long house, the whole length of the house facing my house. It's not that one corner, they can put it one side, left side or right side is okay. No, right like this. You know the flower in front of me here? That it is what it is. All the doors facing my living room. Can you imagine? And after 10 years of teaching, of dedicate, wisdom or whatnot, still like that. Okay, let's read some children's story. So to make the atmosphere more lively, huh? Maybe we have some joke or something like that. Because I give up. You want to hear some Buddha story? Huh? Because Jesus don't have any previous life story, so what can I do? If I invent some, the Catholic people will kill me. I mean the Vatican or the church or whatever. How dare I? How dare I make any story of the previous life of Jesus? He only has one life, right? Straight from heaven and straight back. One-way ticket. He has never hang around here with us, the sinful mortals. So I don't know how he understands us. Huh? Okay, now let's turn to the Buddha. At least he have many thousand lifetimes. They be in different beings and have a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. One time, perhaps the Buddha has been a goose. But any time it concerns the Buddha, previous life, doesn't matter if he's an animal or what, he's still a very, very special animal, like a golden lion, golden deer, golden goose, golden turtles even. Tortoise or turtle. Both the same, huh? Okay. Sometimes I am afraid my accent is not correct. That's why I ask you. And you know how the English people write sometimes, huh? I meet you and I eat meat, it's the same thing. Okay, this story is called the Golden Goose. You know what a goose is? Long neck and bite your legs anytime you come in. Yes. My father used to raise a lot of goose too, so I know what it is. It bites me anytime I come in, even I'm the mistress of the house. They just stick their neck out very long and go after your leg. Perhaps they have been men before, love women's legs, I don't know. Last time I told you already about the choice of men. Yeah? Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps some of them prefer something else, but I don't want to tell you. You know already. Okay, this is the story of a golden goose, and I suspect this Buddha's previous life, because he always has been a golden something. So it must be one again. Long time ago, there was a king named Pahuputakapakaraka. Something like that. Anyhow, I'm not good at Sanskrit, so you put some Ananda or Mahayaka, something like that. This name actually means the father of many sons. And his queen, Khema, both of them rule in Banaras. Banaras is one of the holy city in India. Is that right? They call Banaras? Yeah, Indian? Yeah, okay. You know where this is, huh? It's called Deer Park, huh? Banaras means Deer Park, right? This is where the Buddha preached the first sermon about the four suffering and the four noble ways to liberate yourself from suffering. Do you remember? Huh? No, you don't. Okay, never mind. Don't bother. He's gone long time ago, so it's okay. I have been there. There's not much left from the Deer Park where the Buddha has preached. But there are many holy people who surround the city or live in the city and who has been very famous. one of the great women so-called master in India who live in Benares. Her name is Ananda Mai. Have you heard of her? Yes? That means the blissful mother, something like that. She has gone. She's gone to see St. Peter already. No, probably gone to see Ramakrishna. she's Hindu. Hindu, so she went to see Ramakrishna. Only the Catholic will go to see St. Peter. Okay, don't just go anywhere. All right. Don't see anybody at random. If you're a Buddhist, then go see Amitabha Buddha. All right. So I have to know where your territory is. Don't walk around illegally, and that will tell you you are illegal immigrants, yeah? And you lose my faith. Huh? That my disciple don't know where to go. Anyhow, just go and find me. I'll show you where. One day, the queen, Kema, dreamt of a golden goose who spoke with the wisdom of a sage. She told the king that she greatly desired to see and hear such a wonderful bird. The king consequently made inquiries and was told that there were such birds as golden geese, but that they were rare and not easily found. Do we have some golden goose? Geese? No. I think recently they have found something in a very far away beach somewhere. I forgot where it is. Then the geese there who lays eggs, which have the trace of some gold in it. Perhaps this is a tale of the golden, the geese or the ducks who lay golden eggs in the old time. Very few particle of gold in it. Probably it's not. You will put the 1,000 together and you have 1 ounce of gold. Thing like that, So it's a hard job. Don't bother go and find it, Picking the eggs, and the shells of these eggs contain some elements of gold. So that perhaps these exist before, and then after many generations, the gold become less and less. It's all inflation like this. So that just left a little bit remnant of the olden time when the goose will lay golden eggs. So now the people who informed the king in his kingdom that very difficult to find these kind of geese, but nevertheless they exist. And then many of his attendants will be were sent out to look for the geese, which are supposed to be somewhere near a lake, very far away somewhere. And they also employ the hunters to try to look for them and bring them back to Benares. They advise him to construct, and then many people also advise him, the king, to construct a lake near the city, so that maybe the goose or the geese will be attracted and fly to live near there. At that time, there were many geese who lived on Mount Chittakuta. I don't know if that exists. Perhaps in India, Chittakuta? Perhaps somewhere in Mount Kailas or something like that. They number 90,000 in all. Better than our meditation group. And their king, there was a king called Dattaratata. Dattarattatakata. It sounds Indian anyhow, right? Yes. And this Dattarattata Goose King was absolutely beautiful bird with feathers of a shining golden color. Wow. he invites trouble. In the course of time, a large lake was made near Benares, and the king named the lake Khema after the name of the queen. Flowering trees and flowers and beautiful rare botanical species have been planted around the lake. And also water lilies and lotuses and some of the water vegetable and flowers are planted also in the lake. And every day the people will come and scatter some corn and some kind of cereals, yeah, to attract birds and things like that. And then the king's herald, one of the attendants, would call out very loudly, with a microphone, of course. He would say, the king of Benares welcomes all birds to come and live in peace in this beautiful lake. They will be protected from danger by the king's order and the king's men. So news of this lake reached the wild geese on the Mount Chittakuta. And they went to the golden goose and said, Lord, the king of Benares has made a large and sweet-smelling water lake near the city. He guarantees protection for all birds who settle there. The birds will be also fed by the foresters. Let us go and see what sort of place it is. We are weary of living on this mountain top and having to search for food ourselves. So the golden goose, which was the king of the herd, of the geese herd, agreed to their proposal. And then he and his flock some of his flock flew towards the Benares. The king had ordered his hunters to watch regularly by the lakeside. He told them that if they saw a golden goose approach the water, they were to immediately set a snare for him. The head hunter ringed the lake around with his men at all hours of the day and night, waiting to capture this golden goose. So early one morning, he saw a huge flock of geese and a larger bird in golden color, whose feathers gleamed in the sun rays, flying towards the lake. Quickly, the hunter set a snare amongst the water lilies and lotuses. He knew that the golden goose, being the leader, would alight first on the water. Like a dense white cloud, the 90,000 geese drifted down towards the lake. The golden goose settled on the water, and at once his foot was caught in the snare. Seeing that their leader was trapped, the flock of geese circled around, honking in distress. But none were brave enough to attempt to rescue him. They rose up and flew back towards Mount Chittakuta in safety. Now Sumukha, the chief captain of these geese, alone remained with the king. The golden goose turned to him and said, "The other geese have all flown away. Sumukha, without hesitation, they deserted me. Why do you wait here? Fly away quickly while you have the chance. If you remain here, you will be captured as well." Sumukha, the chief captain, maybe the next attendant to the king's goose, said, floating gracefully on the water by the side of his king, and replied, "I will never leave you, royal goose. Now that danger draws near, I will remain and either live or die by your side. As they were talking, the chief huntsman came close to the lake. Sumukha decided to try and soften the huntsman's heart and flew up to him, begging him to let the golden goose go free. The huntsman was struck by the regal beauty of golden bird and asked him, "Your comrades have all fled, O noble goose. Did you not see the snare from afar?" So the golden goose answered him, "When life is coming to an end and death draws near, it is of no use to struggle against fate. Thus I did not see the snare." The huntsman was greatly impressed by the wisdom of the golden goose. He asked Sumukha, "And why you also alone remain here? The other geese are no longer to be seen. You are free, yet you have remained by the side of this noble bird. Who is he that you have not left him in an hour of need?" So Sumukha answered, "He is my king, my comrade, and my friend. I will never forsake him, though I die for it." Hearing this, the hunter thought, "Indeed, these are brave and noble birds. If I harm them, the gods will punish me. What do I care for the king's reward? I will set them free." He said to Sumukha, "Since you are prepared to die for friendship's sake, I will set your king and comrade free. Then fly where you both will." Tenderly he loosed the golden goose's foot from the snare and washed the blood away in the clear, pure water of the lake. He set the dislocated muscle and tendons, and by a miracle the foot became whole again. Not a mark showed where it has been caught. Sumukha was overjoyed at seeing his king free and said to the huntsman, "May you and yours always live in prosperity, O hunter, for your merciful act in setting my lord free." The golden goose asked the huntsman, "Did you capture me for yourself, or was it at someone else's command?" "It was by order of the king that I set the snare, O noble goose." The hunter told the golden goose the truth, and how the queen desired to see the wonderful bird. The golden goose thought to himself, "Perhaps it would be best if I went to the city. The hunter will be rewarded, and King Bahuputaka is known to be a wise and virtuous monarch. If I appear before him of my own free will, he will be satisfied and may decide to give me the freedom of this beautiful lake." So he said to the huntsman, "Take us to the king. We will speak with him, and then if he wishes, he will set us free." The huntsman said, "Noble goose, kings are not always merciful. He may decide to keep you both as prisoners." But the golden goose said to him, "I have softened your heart, huntsman. Surely I can find favor with a great king. Leave that to me. You do your duty and take me and Sumukha into his presence. So the huntsman put both birds on his carrion pole and took them to the palace. When the king and the queen saw the two magnificent birds, one with feathers of shining gold, and the other as white as the snow on the mountain tops, they were absolutely delighted. The king set them both on a golden perch. Yeah? And with his own hands gave them honey and fried grain to eat, and sweetened water to drink. The whole night through, the king and the golden goose conversed together on the duties of kingship and the virtues of kings. Isn't that funny? That the goose king have to teach a human king what to do. But that's the case. The golden goose told the king, "He that puts off until too late the effort to do good will sink low. He loses all knowledge, and great will be his loss. He who does not see the truth gains no wisdom. Cherish your sons, so that they may grow wise and always follow the path of virtue." Thus the golden goose advised and encouraged the king. When dawn came, he bade farewell to the king and queen, and with the faithful Sumukha flew out of the northern window and far away to Mount Sitakuta. Finished. That's a very touching story, huh? Oh, actually, it's supposed to be Buddha's previous lifetime, because the whole book, it didn't say so on the title, but the whole book is about Sikamuni's previous birth, yeah, as different graceful beings in this planet. So this is his birthday, birth somewhere days, we don't know, birth month at least. So it's a very good story about his previous noble deeds while being a goose. You see the reason for being vegetarian, huh? At least, huh? You might eat a Buddha, you know that? So at least if we eat some flowers, it's just only flower Buddha. Huh? But if we eat a goose, it's a goose Buddha. It's terrible. Now, we would wonder why being goose or being geese together, there are only two so noble geese, and the rest were goose, coward geese, ordinary geese. 9,000 number, only two were noble beings. So actually, even in the animal kingdoms, there are differences, huh? Not only in mankind. Perhaps this is the way it should be. I don't know why it should be like that. Perhaps there are different developments within sentient beings as well, even with the same species. There should always be the difference, because one chooses to go upward in a more noble direction, and the others choose to go the ordinary way, the easy way, and the more beneficial materially way. Perhaps our choice makes us noble or lowly. And if we do not struggle within ourselves and try to better our thinking and our ideal or our work, our action, then we will always remain in the same level as before, a very ordinary goose. Fear everyone else fear. Worry everyone else worry. Eat everyone else food. Dream everyone else dream. Do everyone else action and habitual expectation. Nothing better about us, nothing improved, nothing more than just a goose who eat grass and drink lake water and pass their life like this. So their life is also peaceful, harmonized, and no stress, stress-free. And they also look good, but they achieve nothing more than just grass and lake water. So now we should ask ourselves whether we would desire such a so-called peaceful life too. Therefore, I have asked you before not to be proud of your harmonized family, your peaceful surrounding, your material gain, and your whatever benefit that you think comes to you through the blessing of the Master or through the practice of Guanyin method. It is true that the Master will bless us with whatever we desire. But we should not be satisfied with that and feel proud of that achievement, because this is just nothing. Okay, the fertilizer, the stinking fertilizer is necessary for the flowers, but the flowers is what we want, not the fertilizer. Huh? Perhaps that's why the goose, the golden goose, look golden, huh? Look so magnificent and wise, and the other goose look ordinary. If you are Catholic or Protestant, you should remember in the Bible what Jesus said, that He doesn't come to bring peace, but to bring a sword, yeah? To set brothers against sister, father against son. Is that not so? Huh? Yes or no? Have you read that? Okay. Not say yes because I asked you, but have you read it? You're sure you remember that? Okay, now, okay. So, if a master say like that, what does it mean? Okay, he means that when he came and he gave you initiation or the wisdom of truth, then probably your father will not recognize you anymore, or your brothers will not like to speak to you anymore. You become alienated to the previous family members or friends. It happens to you sometimes, no? After initiation? Is it true? Okay, that's what he meant. The second, deeper meaning of it is that I think the Master wanted to remind you that family ties are nothing. Don't bother to put so great importance to the family peace and harmony, because the Master don't care to restore peace and harmony to your family. He cares to set you free. That's all. Thank you. So if a master such as great as Jesus have told us like this, then we should take care. We should know what the Master wants from us and what we truly want from a master. If our family became more peaceful, harmonized, and I would say more loving toward each other, then it's fine. Then okay, thanks God. Thanks the Master Power. Should it not be so, thanks God. that you don't have extra person to take care, to have to pay attention to, and to have to worry whether he's pleased, she's happy with you or not. You're free. You are freer if you have nobody to love you. Truly, it is like that. Anything has a price. Even if a person loves you, you must take extra care for him or her so that he's happy. Because if he's not happy, you are not happy. Is that not so? But if a person hates you, phew, nice, goodbye. Nothing to do for you. Nothing you worry about. Oh, it's not my fault if you hate me, okay, that's good. We don't wish people to hate us, huh? But actually, the kind of love that we can have in this world is almost bondage. Even the good relationships are only bondage because we're sinking in there and we forget to set each other free. We demand from each other attention, love and return and all this kind of thing. Rarely a love between a couple flows freely without attachment, without demand, without command, or without really any condition and without effort. Mostly you must make effort, right, in order to keep it. And any effort takes time and energy. And any person who you love around you, you must take time and attention, even if you don't want to. You know, you just have to pay attention, and we are diverted from the one-pointed concentration inside. And not many people can concentrate inside and outside at the same times. Even if he or she can, there must be time, you know what I mean? And time consuming. And while you pay attention to this thing, you cannot pay attention to that thing. Even you can remember both things at the same time. You can only do one thing at a time. Is that not so? You cannot pay attention to this one and then also at the same time fully pay attention to the other thing. So actually we are perfect alone. We know what we do and what time and to do what. But unluckily, this world is made of many beings, including human beings, and we have to integrate with them all the time. If we have to do something, or else just go to Himalaya or some other mountain. Be alone. Do things yourself. That is also good. Maybe it sounds very useless, but it's good. I don't know if it is useful to stay in the world and teaching humankind when most of them only desire material benefit and cling to their personal happiness and achievement at all cost. Most of you profess that you love me so much and you love to see me so much. It would be better every day. But it's not true. As soon as I ask you to come and help me, work for me, be near me, then you say no. Oh, I still like my family life. I love my wife, my kids, my husband, my whatever, you name it. Huh? But then every time you come here, you say, oh, Master, we miss you so much. So please stay longer. Please stand there. Something like that. So I don't know what you really want. And I don't think you know what you want either. If you were honestly to ask yourself to make a choice, then you know. Then you truly know what you want. Huh? And even after, if you have loved me so much, you have weighed the pro and con, and you decided within your heart that you love me more than your family members and more than your position or money or whatever education, then you come, okay. But then, at that time, you still have to face your ego. You have to kill yourself before being able to become one with me. And these persons are rare. Everything attracts you. If you are able to help me in some of kind of work, then maybe you become attached to that work. You attach the importance to that work and your importance of doing that work. And then you forget that whom you're working for what purpose is the work there. Then you forgot that you work because of me, because I asked you to do it, and because of the benefit of others that you do it. Then you cling to your work. And then if I tell you, please do it a little bit different, and you say, no, I don't need the light for video, that thing like that. You cannot realize for what it is. Even if I tell you to throw the video camera away, just do it. Is that not so? Let alone I just ask you to turn the camera light on. There's no need to argue about this. So, whom can I trust? Who can work for me? You tell me. The one who cannot leave family members, or the one who left the family members and argue with me? Which one you choose? Which one better for me? Huh? Nobody. You're right. How come you're so clever? Okay. So now you understand why the Indian people say, if God wants to punish a person in the worst sense, then he makes him or her become a master. Then you become, you finish, then you finish. Then you become dead while alive. Worse than that. Like you crucify every day, alive. And then you become very, very lonely. Whatever you do, nobody understands you. However much you suffer, nobody knows. Nobody cares. Nobody even had any slightest idea about it. That's perfect punishment. That's a very paradox, huh? To be a master, to be liberated, to be free, and yet to be in the worst, I would say, bondage ever. This is really paradoxical, but now I understand. You see, like in this story, perhaps the Buddha has been a golden goose at that time, or perhaps not. Perhaps this is only, how to say, a parable, yeah, an exemplary story, so that we understand the loneliness of being a king, of master. Just like talking to a mass of the ignorant geese that don't have human brain or intelligence. So whether this story is true or not, it has a ringing truth in it. You understand, huh? Yes. This story has not to be perfectly true, you know. The reincarnation theory don't have to truly exist. And the Buddha don't have to truly be or have been being reincarnated as a golden goose or golden hare or whatever that was before. But it's just the story is the truth. The loneliness of being a king or a master or a wise person is obvious in this story. Doesn't matter if the Buddha has been reincarnated as a goose or not, or he just made it up to illustrate a same principle through different stories. Perhaps the Sakyamuni Buddha has a very cold humor. So every time when he look at his disciple, he feels like they are, I would say, a herd of turtles, a herd of geese, or ducks, whatever that may be. It doesn't seem human beings to him. And then, well, because he's the head of it, so he likened himself as one of the turtles, or maybe golden as that, but turtles or goose, all the same. I think that's what it is. And I think it's very cute. Sometimes when I look at people, I feel the same way. And I feel I'm one of them. Golden. Yes. golden one. I want to make sure that I'm a golden goose by wearing some gold. Huh? Okay. All right, huh? We meditate, okay?